Good, everybody? MidMorningSol back at it again. Yes, since I'm off today, I've just had the luxury of playing Piofiore all day, for the most part. I will probably get around to hopefully finishing Dante's route by the end of the week. We'll see. It might carry over. I'm hoping not, but if it does, then it just does. But yeah, y'all. Last we left, we actually did a double whammy, but you wouldn't know, I guess, until I got the thing. Until you saw my speech, my little speech when Chapter 6 ended and we went into Chapter 7 right after. But yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Basically, the end. We got a confession, boys and girls. We got a confession from Dante, and then Lily reciprocated. And now that the two confessed their love for each other, and they're in a new locale. Yeah, let's see where this goes. We're pretty much at the ending, Chapter 8, right? So yeah, let's just jump right on in. Chapter 8, Mercoletti. I have no idea what that means, but okay. Let's proceed, shall we? I just want to jump right in. I'm really curious now. Good morning, Dante.
Oh, ohayo.
Greeting each other in the morning was nothing unusual, but for some reason it felt awkward today. Since you lovebirds finally acknowledged your feelings for each other. Dante took a seat as I prepared breakfast, but the atmosphere seemed uncomfortable. What? But you two kissed! It's in my damn thumbnail. What? Okay, well shit, also, how did you prepare breakfast? Damn, this hotel room must be decked out. They talk about something nothing fancy. Lily girl, you was used to the glitz and the glam. What happened feels like a dream. Dante quietly looked at me and spoke hesitantly.
情けないところを見せてすまなかった。熱があったせいかもしれない。
What? I was stunned hearing his words, but I quickly replied. Oh, yes, it's alright. I understand. Are you feeling better now? What? Is he talking like he doesn't love me and he blamed it on the fever? Dante, what? Hearing me stutter, Dante frowned as if discontent with my reply. So you making me feel like an extra damn fool.
わかっている。だと。何をだ?
What do you mean? Exactly. You had a fever and you weren't feeling like yourself yesterday, right? It's okay. I'm fine. Really? What? This fool done just said, oh, I don't know what I said yesterday. I'm sorry. But it was the fever talking.
違う。今のは俺の言い方が悪かった。
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain this to me, cause I was like feeling so good, and I had to run back and, grab a quick bite to eat, and I wanted to see this love story play out, but holy shit, I'm getting played in the process. Huh? He looked straight at me and spoke in a serious tone.
俺はお前のことを思っている。
Don't play with me like that. His honest and direct admission made my heart leap. Yeah, it's just out of the blue. You love me? Say it again. No, I don't think Lily's that type of person. Dante's expression became cloudy, seeing that I wasn't immediately responding. Dude, you just told me that, that was the fever talking. Am I missing something, Dante? Is the fever not gone yet? You looked fine in the last chapter, at the end of the last chapter. What the fuck? With a mix of confusion and remorse, Dante spoke apologetically.
リリー、怒っているのか？すまない。
Oh, no, that's not it. I felt like I'd seen many different sides to Dante since yesterday. Ciao, have we ever? Oh, breakfast is ready. Let's eat. I stuttered as I motioned to the food. Uh-oh. The music cut off. That's not good. Thanks to our short conversation, the tension in the air was alleviated somewhat. After we finished breakfast, we returned to discussing our current situation. Yang mentioned that he won't kill us yet.
言葉通り、ヤンが生物を目当てにしているなら、すぐに俺たちを殺しはしないだろう。
Which means we're safe for now?
そうかもしれないが、このままの状態を長く続けるわけにはいかない。
Do you have a plan?
ああ、ラオ州に取引を申し出ようと思う。俺自身を餌にしてな。
He did this before. He did this in another route before. I can't think if it was Nicola's or no, it was Nicola's. It was Nicola's because we're getting Dante's side, so Nicola. So he did this with Nicola in Nicola's route, and he came out okay, but he still met his demise, you know, in the bad ending for Nicola. So I'm wondering if this is like, you know, if the shoe were on the other foot scenario. But bait? Those words didn't bode well. Clearly Dante was going to put himself at risk.
ラオ州と教国はファルツォーネの排除を目的に手を組んだと考えられる。教国は生物を守る側の立場だ。それなら生物の封印を解くことを良しとしない。なのにヤンは奇跡、生物の力に興味があるようだった。
So Yang is actually trying to break the seal with to the relic.
かもしれない。奴がファルツォーネを潰したいのも本心だろうが。ともかく、ラオ州と教国の目的の違い、そこをつけば交渉の余地が見えてくるはずだ。
But a deal with Yang? I doubted Yang was open to making deals. No, you're right. He isn't.
ラオ州と取引するなら、それなりの準備が必要だ。まずはファルツォーネの屋敷に戻らなければ。
I don't like this. I don't like this. If it's trailing from Nicola's like bad end, I'm pretty sure.
すぐに身支度を整えてくれ。俺は屋敷に車を回すよう連絡しておく。
Understood. Julia greeted us back at the Falzone Manor.
お二人ともお帰りなさい。本当にご無事で何よりです。ダンテ坊ちゃん、お風邪を召されていたそうですが、お体はもうよろしいんですか？
問題ない。
As we conversed, upper members of the family started to come into the salon.
カポがお戻りになられたと聞いたので、ご挨拶に。お元気そうでよかった。
Domenico! Glad to see you're alive this time around.
忙しい中、 お前まで来てくれたのか。すまないな、ドミニク。
いえ、そんな。カポの顔を見ると我々も気が引き締まりますからね。
I sighed with relief. It felt good to see familiar faces around me, like Julia's. It feels like I've come home.
ついでと言ってはなんだが、頼まれてくれ。ドミニク、今夜幹部をサロンに集めろ。
わかりました。全幹部に通達します。
Dante would most likely inform them of the deal he was thinking of making with Yang. I still didn't feel good about it, but I prayed that it all worked out for the best. I was cooped up in the hotel for a few days after running outside to get a doctor, which is why I was now outside in the garden to get a breath of fresh air. The air was cold. I could tell very easily that winter was just around the corner. Ooh, I hate winter. I felt something warm along my feet and looked down to see a small figure rubbing against my legs. Carlo! Carlo! There you are! I gently brought Carlo into my arms to pet his soft, furry body. How about we spend some time together, Carlo? Y'all, I'm not a cat person, but I just love how she gets a kitten this route. So adorable. I found a bench and sat myself down. The cold air was no match for Carlo's warmth. But a big stinky butt. Scolding too. Maybe not. It was sharing too, so. Uh-oh. Scolding too, electric boogaloo.
ようやく電話をよこしたか。しかし、未だ事態に進展がないとはどういうことだ。
I think he's talking to Yang or the Lao Shu, whatever.
ラオ州には高い金を払っている。よもやこのまま膠着状態を続ける気ではあるまい。
So yeah, scolding 1 and 2. It took me a while because I'm like, I'm pretty sure Orlok, he doesn't talk on the phone. He uses that carrier pigeon. It went over my head the first time.
それでは今までと何も変わらない。ともかく事態を動かせ。彼が動き出す前に決着をつけなければ。原則非介入の立場にあるとはいえ、彼がどう動くかまでは私にもわからない。もし彼の意志を阻める者がいるとすれば、成果くらいのものだろう。
Interesting. I couldn't shake this nervous feeling. Is it really going to work out? Girl, you got so much damn doubt. Dante said he'd make a deal with the Lao Shu, but I worried it wouldn't go as planned. But I'm sure Dante can pull it off. I kept mumbling those words to myself to stave off the anxiety growing within. A cold breeze blew through the garden. It was getting quite chilly. Evening fell upon us as I quickly headed back into the manor with Carlo. I made my way back to my room before dinner when I saw 3 men talking in the corridor. I don't recall seeing them here very often. Ruh-roh.
密に連絡をよこしていたアンダーボスが近頃急に姿を見せなくなった。
He must be referring to Nicola?
噂によると、アンダーボスは今ビスコンティの屋敷に頻繁に出入りしているようだが。
カポが何か指示を出したのか。
Well, I'll let y'all know. If you watch my Nicola playthrough, you know what's going on.
何も聞いていない。 だがカポは何かを隠しているように思えてならないな。
Dante probably hasn't told everyone about Nicola's betrayal yet.
何か知っていますか、コンシリエール。
Consigliere. So he's the advisor? He must be one of the highest ranked in the family. The elderly man spoke slowly and calmly.
カポにはカポの考えがあるのだろう。我々はカポの手足として振る舞えばいい。
だがカポはまだ若い。このままカポに組織の舵取りを任せてもいいのか。
口が過ぎるぞ。
しかしコンシリエーレ、
バルツォーネのカポは彼以外にない。私たちは彼を信じ、彼の決定に従う。
Oh, thank you, Consigliere.
それがマフィアであり、ファミリーなのだということを忘れてはいけない。
ええ、忘れてなど言いません。カポが真実、我々を信じてくれるのなら我々もそれに応えるまでです。
They continued on their way, not noticing that I had been eavesdropping on them. Dante became a boss at a young age. He must have been through so much. I can only assume how often he was opposed simply because of his youth. The amount of pressure he bore upon his back was unimaginable.
リリー？そんなところで何を？
Oh, Leo. I turned around to see Leo passing by. Nothing at all. I was just headed back to my room.
あ、でももうすぐ夕食の準備ができます。早めにサロンへ来てくださいね。
Huh? It's already that time?
カポとあなたが帰ってきてくれたから、ジュリアが張り切ってるんです。俺はカポに声をかけてきますんで、よければ先に行っててください。
Understood. Thank you, Leo. I left Leo with a smile and went down to the salon with Carlo in my arms. Ah, the kitty gets to join too. That's cute. Dinner had started, but the air was heavy. It seemed dinner tonight was more significant than usual.
今夜の食事には、普段はあまり屋敷に顔を出してない顧問や幹部たちも来るんです。だから、今日は俺同席しないで給仕の手伝いに回りますね。
Well, then I should stay in my room and...
構わない。お前も同席してくれ。
Huh? But Dante, are you sure?
ああ。
いやはや、ようやくカポがお戻りになって、これで一安心ですな。
驚くほど長く屋敷を留守になさったので、私の部下は不安がっていましたが。
Amid the tension were the men who were speaking in the corridor earlier.
こうしてカポがお戻りになられたからにはきっと打開策があるのでしょ
う。おお、そうに違いありませんな。カポの手腕、ぜひとも拝見したいものです。しかし、このような状況はバルツォーネ始まって以来のことでは？
いやいや、時代は変わるものですからな。先代との違いがあるのは仕方ないかと。
Of course it's different. He's not the old boss. But I'm just here supporting Dante. I was becoming irate at how they spoke to Dante in such a belittling manner. I know, right? But all I could do was listen and keep my mouth shut. Bullshit.
ところでカポ、彼女がラオ州だの峡谷だのに対し重要な人物らしいとは聞き及びましたが、こうしてファミリーが集う場に部外者を同席させるのはいかがなものかと。
Dude, at this point, I've been living with y'all for like, well, not maybe y'all, but like, I've been living in this manner for like quite a few months for now, and living with Dante for a lot longer. So even though I know that's nothing compared to how long y'all been living in the manor, still, I'm not really an outsider at this point. The men at the table turned to look at me. I wasn't sure how to respond. It was then that Dante spoke in a calm manner.
彼女は部外者ではなく当事者の一人だ。
Thank you. I'm not an outsider at this point. I can understand if I was just freshly snatched from the church. Yeah, but now? Come on, y'all. Liliana didn't say it, but Dante said it for me.
わざわざ食事の時間に血生臭い話をするのも俺は好かない。なら彼女が同席していても問題はない。違うか？
いえ、他ならぬカポがおっしゃるなら何の問題もありませんな。
I glanced at the man. By his expression, it was clear that he wasn't happy. Another member coughed and cleared his throat, then began to speak.
一つよろしいですか。近頃アンダーボスのニコラがさっぱり姿を見せないのですが。
Are we gonna tell him, or are we just gonna keep him in the dark? Dante's expression changed slightly.
おい、やめろ。
なんでも最近ニコラの姿をクレタ地区でよく見かけると聞きますが、カポは何かご存知でしょうか？
You bastards, shut up.
そんな事実はない。
Okay, Dante, you just gonna flat out lie. Well, okay.
そうですか。
Dante's uncompromising denial had the elder member looking quite upset. Soon, silence took over the salon. The tension was worse than before. Ooh. With Dante over, with dinner over, Dante gathered the advisor and the top brass in his office. He told me to come too, but is it really okay for me to be here? I was sure the others didn't want me there. My presence might even make matters worse.
現在のファルツォーネの状態は万全ではない。戦力はかなり減少している。そこでラオ州に停戦を申し込み、場合によっては協定を結ぶことを考えている。
It sounds kind of stupid, you know, now that we come to this point. We, the Falzones, have been exterminating the Lao Shu for quite some time, and now all of a sudden, because the church, you found out that the church is backing up the Lao Shu, you want to forge a truce, a temporary truce. Don't know if that's feasible at this point, but okay. Dante's words sparked clamor in the room.
ラオ州と協定、思い切りましたね、カポ。
いや、これは明らかな愚策です、カポ。連中が代わりに一体何を要求してくるか分かったものではないでしょう。
they might want me in exchange.
問題ない。ラオ州との交渉には勝算がある。それに切り札も。
Dante briefly glanced at me.
賞賛ですか？
そもそもその切り札とは一体？
答えられない。だが俺を信じてほしい。
バルゾーネファミリーを動かすのは常にカポの判断です。どうかご随意に。
The family's consigliere bowed his head, silencing any murmurings from the others. Okay.
話は以上だ。今日はご苦労だったな。
Dante's gaze prompted them to leave the room. Those who lived in the manor seemed satisfied, but the others left with a hint of dissatisfaction on their faces. Dante and I were the only ones left. I can imagine. Dante gave a deep sigh.
さすがに自分より二回り以上も年上の人間と話をするのは緊張するな。
I could tell Dante was trying to break the tension that had built up in the room. I'm surprised you said that, Dante.
ああ、場数を踏んで今はそれなりに慣れたが、カポになったばかりの頃は特に緊張した。
I see. I thought you were, well... Dante chuckled at my hesitation to finish my sentence.
続けてくれ。
Oh, Lily. Well, I thought you were always... Oh, damn it. Well, I thought you've always been calm and serious since you were little.
そんなわけないだろう。子供の頃から将来カポになるべく厳しく教育されていたことは事実だ。自分でもそれなりに努力してきたつもりだが、内面は他の子供とそれほど変わらなかったと思う。
Dante closed his eyes and reminisced about his childhood days.
ファルツォーネ、マフィアの家に生まれた運命を恨んだこともある。このままここで生きていくのは嫌だ。幼心にそう思ったこともある。父は俺には特に厳しかったからな。
I'm surprised to hear that.
そうか。
You're doing your best as boss, and I think you have what it takes. I know it sounds odd, but it just suits you. I'm sorry I can't seem to word it any other way. Dante squinted his beautiful eyes, then let out a chuckle.
似合うか。
Dante calmly continued as if he were remembering the good old days.
幼い頃から大人たちは次期カポとしての俺に敬意を払って接してきた。だがニコラは違ったな。俺に怯えることもかしこまることもなかった。
Dante. It had been a while since Nicola betrayed the family. Dante hadn't spoken of him since then.
俺にとってニコラといる時だけがただの普通の子供になれる時間だった。
His eyes flickered with emotions. Emotions of concern, of regret, of sorrow.
父親が死んだ後、大人たちはそれこそ俺をカポとして持ち上げるように扱ってきた。だがニコラは何も変わらなかった。それが嬉しかったし、だからこそ信頼した。俺は彼のことをずっと兄のように思っていた。
The two routes seem to intermingle. Oh, gosh. I'm sure Nicola has his reasons. I'm sure of it. I just had to speak up. Dante not only looked sad, but his voice was filled with pain. You didn't tell everyone what happened with Nicola because you believe in him, right?
ああ。だが、本当はただ信じたいだけなのかもしれない。ニコラが俺を裏切るはずはないと。
Dante。
もしこの判断がファルツォーネを、俺たちのファミリーを脅かしてしまうなら、その時は俺がこの手でニコラを殺す。
Did the music just cut off? Golly. Let's go ahead. Proposal. Oh my gosh.
ファルツォーネの幹部が連絡をよこしました。近々2組織での会合を開きたいと。どうしますか、ヤン。
考えておく。
Yang, I like how he's moving in slow motion. Okay, sweetheart.
明日には決めてください。さっさと返答してしまいたいので。聞いていますか、ヤン。
さて、俺と会合などファルツォーネは一体どう出るつもりなのか。期待を裏切らないでくれるといいが、もしつまらん真似をするようなら、この街での遊びを終わりにするか。
Okay. Consumed. What is consumed?
分かった。下がっていいぞ。
I sent my subordinate out after hearing his report.
風向きが変わってきたか。ダンテ・ファルツォーネは名誉ある男だ。敬意を払うのは当然のこと。だがそれはあくまでビスコンティが安泰であってこその話だ。さてどうしたもんか。
He spoke with sorrow and resolve. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that it was his faith in Nicola that wasn't misplaced. With morning upon us, I enjoyed a nice breakfast prepared by Julia. Julia, your fava bean puree is incredible. Somehow I can never make it this smooth. The beans brought out the natural sweetness of the vegetables. It was exquisite.
あなたとダンテ坊ちゃんのためでしたらいつでも作りますよ。今夜の食事にリクエストがあれば今のうちにどうぞ。
Really? Thank you.
はいはい、ドルチェを持ってきましたよ。こっちもどうぞ。
Thank you, Leo. Wow, thank you, Leo. Breakfast time was flying by compared to yesterday. I was having so much fun. I totally don't remember that this is a pretty sticky situation, but okay, let's have fun. Yeah. But Dante wasn't in the salon today. Julia, do you know where Dante is?
ああ、ダンテ坊ちゃんでしたら今朝早くにお出かけになられましたよ。
What? Do you know where he went?
さあ、行き先は何もおっしゃらなかったので。
Did he act on his own? I see. You don't suppose... That's what I'm thinking. Did Dante leave for the meeting with Yang? to Valeno all by himself? No, knowing him, he'd never take that kind of risk. But anxiety weighed on my heart.
どうしました？何か気になることでも？
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I try not to dwell on the thought and continued eating in silence.
食後にカフェラテでもいかがですか？
Grazie, Julia. I'd love to have one. I accepted Julia's kind offer when all of a sudden... Oh, okay. I stood up from my seat at the side of Dante walking into the salon. Dante, where did you go so early in the morning?
教会だが、何かあったのか?
Oh yeah, is it Wednesday? Lily, you silly Billy. That's right, today is Wednesday. Silly Lily Billy. You forgot. Dante always visited the church early in the morning on Wednesdays. I would have come with you if I'd known you were going.
ああ、声をかけようかとも思ったが、早い時間だったからな。
Don't forget about me next time.
お前も昨日屋敷に帰ってきたばかりで疲れているだろう。できれば休ませておいてやりたかった。
Dante spoke in a light tone, and I appreciated the kindness of his words.
だが、そうだな。次教会に行くときは声をかけるようにする。
Promise? Don't forget.
ああ。
Dante smiled and nodded, and Leo ran into the salon to greet him.
あ、カポ。ちょうどよかったです。もう戻られてたんですね。幹部のドミニクさんから電話が来ました。いつでもカポの執務室につなげられます。
すぐに行く。
And just when he returned too, I suppose being a boss is hard work. I thought on what I could do for Dante to help lighten his load. It was pretty cold this morning. Maybe I can bring him a cafe latte? I stood in front of Dante's office, straining my eyes to hear when I should enter. I don't hear him talking. It seemed as though he just finished his call. I decided to knock lightly on the door. I waited for Dante to respond. With that, I opened the door and entered his office with a tray in hand. I brought you some cafe latte. I hope it keeps you warm.
Grazie.
You're welcome. I set down the cafe latte on Dante's desk. He picked up the cup and took a sip. After he savored the warm drink, he spoke in a hesitant manner.
ドミニクからの電話についてだが、彼にはヤンへ交渉の申し入れをさせていた。電話はその返答を知らせるものだ。
So then, what did he say?
話を聞くと、ヤンは交渉のテーブルに着くことを了承したわけだ。
Oh no, I don't like this.
ヤンの思考は読めない。拒否される可能性も十分にあったが。
He's got something planned up his sleeve. Those long ass sleeves of his.
とりあえず、最初の障害は無事にクリアできたということだろう。
I see. That's good to hear.
ただ。
But what?
ヤンからは一つ条件
That
が
I
出さ
come
れて
with
いる。
you. Watch.
交渉の場にお前を同席させろ。出なければテーブルにはつかない。
Good.
と。
I knew that. because Roseberry's putting the squeeze on the loud shoes, so they're gonna want an opportune time to snatch me up. So yeah, not too thrilled about it. Me? I was surprised, but mostly relieved. Is that it? I'll do anything I can to help. It's a bit scaring being near Yang, but girl, you was with him all his route. He ain't that scary. I felt a chill run down my spine, recalling my previous encounter with him. I'll be fine as long as you're with me.
お前には救われてばかりだな。ファルツォーネを継いだ俺の使命はお前を守ることでもあるのに。
Don't worry. I'm just happy to be of some help to you, Dante.
ありがとう。交渉は明日の夜だ。
So soon. I just feel like we just started this chapter.
交渉が決裂した場合、ファルツォーネとラオ州は全面戦争に突入するだろう。万が一の時はせめてお前だけでもブルローネから逃がすつもりだ。
But hearing his plans made me feel uneasy, as if negotiations were likely to fail. Dante seemed to read my feelings and tried to ease my fears.
備えは怠るべきじゃない。もちろんそうならないよう力を尽くすつもりだ。
I simultaneously felt fear and hope. I prayed that our meeting tomorrow would go according to Dante's plan. I returned to my room so I wouldn't get in the way of Dante's preparations. I looked down under the door and saw a white envelope had been shoved inside. What's this? I opened the door and picked up the envelope. It's addressed to me. I wonder who it's from. I decided to open the envelope and see what was inside.